IT could click. Jonathan Overend tips Coco Gauff for Australian Open glory fire tennis. It could click. As the 2026 Australian Open heats up in Melbourne, the spotlight is firmly on Coco Gauff and belief around the tennis world is growing fast. World number 3, Grand Slam champion, and still only in the early years of her career, Gauff arrives in Australia carrying momentum, confidence, and unfinished business. Now, respected tennis voice Jonathan Overend has added fuel to the conversation, suggesting that this could be the tournament where everything finally falls into place for the American star. Gauff's journey has never been short on expectations, but this time feels different. Her improved composure, sharper shot selection, and growing tactical maturity have transformed her into a genuine title threat on hard courts. Melbourne's fast surface, intense atmosphere, and long battles test not just skill, but mental strength, and that's exactly where Gauff has shown the biggest growth. With the draw opening up and rivals watching closely, the question is simple but powerful. Will it click for Coco Gauff in Melbourne? If it does, the Australian Open could witness the rise of a dominant force ready to claim one of the sport's biggest prizes. The belief is real, the stage is set, and history may be closer than ever. 3 words that lit up Melbourne. Sometimes, a single sentence can change the mood of an entire tournament. During a calm but telling moment of commentary, respected tennis voice Jonathan Overend dropped a line that instantly caught fire across the tennis world. With Coco Gauff, it could click. Not a guarantee, not hype, not noise, but a warning. Because when things click for Coco Gauff at a Grand Slam, history tends to follow. Now, under the blazing Melbourne lights of the Australian Open, with confidence rising and form sharpening, the question isn't if Coco Gauff can win the Australian Open anymore. The question is this the moment everything finally aligns? Chapter 1. Why Jonathan Overend's words matter. Jonathan Overend isn't known for reckless predictions. He's analytical, measured, calm. When he tips a player for Grand Slam glory, it isn't emotion, it's pattern recognition. So why Coco Gauff? Because Overend sees what many are starting to sense. The timing, the maturity, the patience, the quiet evolution. Gauff is no longer chasing greatness. She's approaching it. And Melbourne has always been the place where careers shift forever. Chapter 2. Coco Gauff's Australian Open transformation. For years, the Australian Open was where Coco learned hard lessons. Close matches, painful exits, moments of brilliance mixed with frustration. But AO 2026 feels different. What's changed? Her serve is calmer under pressure. Her shot selection is smarter. Her movement is more economical. Her mind is quieter. She's not rushing points anymore. She's constructing them. And that's when champions are born. Chapter 3. It could click. The most dangerous phase in tennis. Every great champion has that phase. Not dominance yet. Not perfection yet. But momentum. That moment where confidence meets patience. Talent meets control. Power meets belief. That's what Overend sees in Gauff right now. She's dangerous because she's still improving mid-tournament. And in Grand Slams, improvement is lethal. Chapter 4. The tactical shift nobody's talking about. Coco Gauff isn't just hitting harder. She's thinking deeper. Key tactical evolutions. Using height and spin to break rhythm. Changing tempo instead of forcing winners. Choosing when not to attack. Trusting defense as offense. Against aggressive opponents, she absorbs. Against crafty players, she stretches rallies. Against power hitters, she redirects pace. This adaptability is why experts are suddenly whispering, this might be the one. Chapter 5. The mental wall has fallen. For years, critics said the same thing. Coco has the game, but can she finish? That question is fading fast. Because now, she stays composed after lost sets. She doesn't panic in tiebreaks. She resets after mistakes. She embraces pressure instead of avoiding it. Jonathan Overend noticed it first. That calm stare between points. That controlled breathing. That refusal to rush. That's not a prospect. That's a contender. Chapter 6, Melbourne. The perfect stage for a breakthrough. The Australian Open is different. It rewards physical strength, mental endurance, emotional resilience. Coco Gauff thrives in heat. She thrives in long rallies. She thrives when matches become battles. Melbourne doesn't crown the flashiest player. It crowns the strongest survivor. And right now, Coco looks built for survival. Chapter 7, the draw, the timing, the momentum. Every Grand Slam champion gets help from the calendar. Not luck, timing. Key rivals facing tough early matches. Confidence growing round by round. Matches won without overextending. Energy preserved, not wasted. This is the window Overend is talking about. Not dominance. Not favoritism. Opportunity. And champions recognize opportunity. Chapter 8. The weight of expectation has lifted. Here's the irony. The moment Coco stopped being the future, she became the present. She's no longer chasing expectations. She's writing her own story. No noise. No desperation. No forced moments. Just tennis. And when tennis becomes simple for someone this talented, that's when it clicks. She validates years of belief and patience. She silences every remaining doubt. She enters a new tier of greatness. But even beyond trophies, it would mean something deeper. Coco Gauff would no longer be becoming a champion. She would be one. Chapter 10. Why this prediction feels different. Many have tipped Coco before. But this time, the tone is calmer. The analysis is sharper. The belief is quieter, but stronger. Jonathan Overend didn't shout. He simply observed. And sometimes, the most dangerous predictions are the ones spoken softly. Conclusion: if it clicks, tennis changes. It could click. 3 simple words. But in tennis, those words change careers. If Coco Gauff clicks in Melbourne, the draw becomes irrelevant. The pressure becomes fuel. The moment becomes destiny. And suddenly, the Australian Open isn't just another slam. It's the beginning of an era. So as the lights shine brighter in Melbourne and the pressure intensifies, one thing is clear. Coco Gauff is closer than ever to something truly special at the Australian Open. With her game evolving, her confidence rising, and experts like Jonathan Overend openly backing her title chances, the idea of a breakthrough no longer feels like a question of if, but when. This tournament represents more than just another Grand Slam appearance. It's a moment where experience meets ambition, where lessons from past battles fuel smarter, calmer performances on the biggest stage. Gauff has shown she can handle the pace, the power, and the pressure, and if she continues to trust her instincts, Melbourne could become the setting of her next historic chapter. Every match now carries significance. Every win builds belief. And every challenge brings her one step closer to lifting one of tennis's most iconic trophies. Whether it clicks this week or not, one thing is undeniable: Coco Gauff's time is coming. But if the stars align, the confidence holds, and the momentum continues, Australian Open 2026 could be remembered as the moment it all truly clicked. Tennis Fire Trophy. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.